Oh, hello, people. My name is Kale Boss. The only boss. Oh, wait, what else? Have you heard? Wait, do you know that Tap Tap Send is live in Texas? Oh, you didn't know? We went to New York. Now we are live in Texas. So people in Texas and around, all you have to do is to download Tap Tap Send. Yes, Tap Tap Send has become the most unique, secure, and fast way of sending money across the world to your loved ones anywhere. Okay, so download Tap Tap Send on Google Play Store or App Store. And when you're in Texas or around, you just have to put in the code TXGH. What did I say? TXGH, and you get $10 for your first transaction you make. Mahama media, Texas, you drew ho. Very soon we'll conquer everywhere. Download Tap Tap Send now on Google Play and App Store. Tap Tap Send, it's secure, convenient, easy, and fast.
Everybody check now. Check it, check it, check it, check it. The beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it, check it. Check it, check it. Check it, check it, check it, check it. Green select glucometer. Check it, check it, check it, check it. Put sugar level for check it, check it, check it, check it. Check it, check it, check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Well, that's what it is. Charles Niama. You know what the name is, right? Charles Niama, the Mensa Jr. Born 17th October 1984, is a Ghana reggae dancehall artist. Is known by his stage name Shatta Wale, formerly Bandana. Of course, you can understand that he is, no matter what you say, whether controversial, whether critical, indeed. But that's incoming, the new one featuring techno from the camp of Shatta Wale. How about we connect now to the man himself, who is the manager numero uno of Shatta Wale, currently live in colors somewhere under the nose of the king. Hi, good morning, sir, and thank you very much, Sammy Flex, for joining us.
Big man.
He's joining us via Zoom, so for those of you who want to see his face, you can come to Facebook right now. Let's get to see, let's get to feel the new breath. I mean, I miss all the controversy. We have a conversation on our hands. Good morning.
The light I was looking for. Kwaku, I'm good. How about you?
Well, we could be better, of course. We're excited. As much as we are about to have a conversation, no matter how tight it is, we are excited that, hey, first of all, you picked that award, the most coveted award, and that's the Artist of the Year at the Ghana Music Awards in the UK. And of course, you also got just recently an interview with the BBC in it, and that's it, right? And so we're excited for you. We're excited. But I mean, tell me what's happening in the Shatta camp, though.
At the moment, we are highly spirited because right after winning the Artist of the Year in the awards scheme, we decided not to rest. We just hit the road right after that. And as it stands now, we have one of the biggest songs in town that is incoming featuring techno. And we have some media rounds to do here in the UK as well. We've started with BBC, and there are other couple interviews that have been booked for us to do. It is going to be back-to-back interviews, introducing brand Shatta Wale to them, introducing our new song to them. And beyond that, we also have some performances. Even today, we are performing at the Proud City nightclub as part of his birthday celebration and the single release party. We're also going to have that particular performance happening tonight. And that is not all. We are also going to be performing at Wolverhampton. That is on 4th November, which is also a concert that will be at the Hangar. I think it is a lounge nightclub of a sort. It is called Hangar in Wolverhampton on 4th. So we are coming, but not coming soon because we have some couple activities that we have to clear.
I see.
So our fans in Ghana should not put pressure on us so much.
But I mean, why is the song 2 minutes 42 seconds? I mean, it's too short. It's cool. It's a very cool song, and it's just 2 minutes 42. I mean, before you are getting into the groove, that the song is done. Why?
I'm sure it is not too short. Maybe it is because you are just loving it. You want to listen to it forever and ever.
Of course.
Because for a song to last in today's music consumption world, for a song to last for that period is very, very normal. Because I understand that even the DJs, when they are playing some of these songs and they want to do their selection, right after a minute or maybe some seconds, you are off, especially when they go to the nightclubs. It is like that. So it is not like in the old where a match today on an Ampadu can do a song like 7 minutes. Today, you can't do a song for 7 minutes. I'm telling you, if you do that, the people who are supposed to even enjoy it will not enjoy it in the long run. So yes, I understand you want more. Yeah. And you want more because it is good. If it is not good, you would even want that. No, this song should finish early so I can move on to the next one.
I see. When was this recorded? In London, or this was done quite earlier?
Oh, this was recorded even before we came to London. The first song, or the original song, was earlier completed fully by Shatta himself. Then alongside, we got some conversations coming in from Nigeria with our member who is also a partner to this particular project. I'm talking about the Connect album, which is yet to be released. We have an official partner in Nigeria called Bankudi, who is a Grammy-nominated person. So whilst preparing to release it, we got a hint from him that techno is available and techno would want to jump on it. So Shatta had to take off the second verse, give it to Techno to kill. And we all know Techno, that guy with a sweet voice, that guy who is loved by many with his delivery. So he also came on, and as it stands now, the result is what we are seeing, a beautiful collaboration between two legends, Techno and Shatta. And the world can't keep quiet over this. Everybody is enjoying the goodness in this particular piece.
What has he been saying on the media rounds? What's the connection really? Was it planned? If it was planned, is it to sell the brand? Is it to sell the music? Or there's a new path that you want to chart right now?
Yes, everything was planned. It is the reason we are even still here. Because the awards ended some 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago. And because we know if you release a song of this magnitude, you cannot be doing only all the promotion in your local base, which is Ghana. We decided to extend our stay a little bit so we can cover that before we come to Ghana to continue with what we want to do in Ghana as well. So this was planned, including the interviews that we have to do. Now we are trying to clear the major media platforms, and there are some podcasters, popular podcasters in the UK, who would also want to be a part of us as well. And all of these people, we're going to have a sit down with them. So we sell the new, what is different on this album is the fact that it is going to be 100% Afrobeat. Shatta has been known for doing reggae, has been known for doing dancehall, has been known for doing hip life, has been known for doing Afrobeat. If you remember, if you have been following his career, you realize that some months ago, he gave us a complete dancehall album, which was also 100% dancehall. It was called Mali. That is the Mali album. It also did well, raked in so many good numbers. And after giving his dancehall lovers or followers the Mali album, he decided to give them the Connect album, which is going to be 100% Afrobeat, including all the top Jamaican artists, big dancehall names who are on the album. They are all going to do Afrobeat. And because we also know that at the moment, no matter what you do, the world is vibing to a sound called Afrobeat. So if you're an artist and you are versatile and you can do it, why not? And Shatta has proven to be very versatile over the years. On any beat you give to him, like they say, he's going to murder it. And once again, he's proving himself that he can do it. That's why we're giving you a teaser of what is to come from the complete album, that is the Connect album. And this should tell you guys that if the first song that you guys have listened to, everyone is loving it, then it should tell you that you guys should brace yourself for something great coming up in the next few weeks. Probably maybe somewhere next month, the album should be ready.
Is it to clarify misconceptions? Is it to change the minds of people around the brand, or again within the context of what is to come for the Shatta brand? Is the thing. Are people saying, he's not able to do more than going beyond the dancehall, or is there something that Shatta wants to do, the Shatta movement wants to do?
First, this will not be the first Afrobeat sound that he's done. If you have followed the Shatta career, you know that since he started releasing I'll Take Bullet for You, Bojo, and all those songs, those were typical Afrobeat
I like Bojo.
sound.
I like Bojo. It's one of my
You like
favorites.
Bojo?
I love Bojo.
All those songs were typical Afrobeat sound, but because of his versatility, today he gives you Bojo Afrobeat. The next day he gives you something like a hip hop style. The next day he's giving you dancehall. So now he has fans who are looking for diverse sounds from him. There are some people, when we meet them, they tell them that, wow, Shatta Wale, one of my best songs is I'll Take Bullet for You. One of my best songs is Bojo. Some people love him when he goes soft on sounds. In fact, when he goes soft on sounds, when he's singing in that romantic manner, some people love it more when he even goes the harder. So he decided to give such people, and the fact that his partner, who is Bankuli, is also a big name in the Afrobeat world. That partnership can only be Afrobeat because he has some partners in Jamaica, like the Contractors and co. When they come in, you know it is going to be dancehall, it is going to be reggae. And definitely, if it is Bankuli coming in, it can't be dancehall, it can't be reggae, it can only be Afrobeat because Bankuli is a champion for Afrobeat. So this particular partnership is surely going to be the Afrobeat thing. And I can tell you, Koku, that the songs that we have down, and even since we came to London, the number of recordings that he's been doing, they are going to blow your mind. So you guys just should be ready. It is going to be crazy in the next coming weeks.
We will get into some of the issues very soon. For me, if you know how I conduct my interviews, is to ensure that we get a certain understanding of what the brands are. Because if there are misconceptions on the minds of people, then we give the opportunity to the people to clarify. You took over not long as the substantive manager of the Shatta Wale brand. After that, it's been one controversy after the other. Personally, and what you are doing as a management, what's the next trajectory for the brand Shatta Wale? Because then what we saw after Bandana and how he came in, some people have said that it's repeating. And is that to take it to higher heights? I want to ask you personally, what's the next trajectory and what's the strategy like for you? I don't know if you want to put it out there, but share with me.
Some people would call it controversies. I don't call it controversies. I still see it as part of the culture when it comes to the kind of music he's doing and the kind of brand that he has been keeping over the years. So some people who are away from our culture or who are away from our industry, they will surely call it controversies. But to me, if you look around, almost every artist is like Shatta Wale. As a matter of fact, unless you have not gotten closer to them and you've not followed their activities, every artist is like Shatta Wale. Just, it takes his confidence to do what he does. It takes his knowledge and experience in the industry to go the way he goes. So to me, it is not as if there is something wrong or there is a blemish somewhere that I'm coming to clean. I don't see anything as such. I see it as part of the culture because if you ask me which artist has come with what they don't call controversy, every artist has it. The coolest one that you can even think about, there will be one thing or the other which will come in the form of controversies as people are seeing it. So as it stands now, I still think that what we have to do is to capitalize on any other thing that happens around the culture, to push our songs, any other thing that happens around the culture, to push our project and to push the brand even more. Because at the moment, Shatta Wale is that guy who is in the news 247. Trust me, this is the envy of so many artists. And there is something that I keep saying, that at the moment, the industry might not even be helping the rest of the artists, because one artist will come up with a project and he would need some airspace to be talked about. He would need some of these discussion platforms to be talking about him. But unfortunately, you move from one platform to the other, and it is Shatta Wale, Shatta Wale, Shatta Wale, Shatta Wale. If you are someone who believes in this culture, you will never see this as controversies. Yeah, you only see this as a platform to even push your stuff well. I can tell you that ever since we released the incoming project, the kind of acceptance that has been given to us by the media people, I have seen so many comments, people shocked like this. Is this the guy that people create the impression like he's not being liked or he's not being loved? How come he released a song and everybody is playing it? Class FM is playing it, 3FM is playing it, Adum FM, Joy, Hits FM, Joy FM. Like, tell me which important platform is not playing it. That guy who is tagged controversial will be shied away from. Many people will be running away from him. But in this case, it is the opposite. Whatever he does is what people are looking forward to hear more. There are some people who even just enjoy Shatta Wale to come live. I meet a lady who tells me, Sammy, it's not as if now that you are coming to manage Shatta Wale, you tell him not to go live. Oh. Please, we know when he comes live, he's just coming to make us laugh. To us, we know when he comes live, that is when we become so happy. To us, we read between the live thing that he's been doing. So it's not as if when you come to him, you are going to stop. If you stop him, I'll not be happy with you. I said, no, what am I to stop? I'm not sure Shatta Wale is a new brand that we are now coming to tell him pass here. No, he knows all the tricks. Like we keep saying, you cannot teach an old dog new tricks. So as it stands now, to me, I see it as part of the culture and not controversies. Of course, to some people who are behind it, they will give it different interpretations. But as someone who understands this culture and someone from the school of hard knocks, let's keep the tradition going. Don't break it.
Do I take it that the recent outburst and the responses to what people call opinions, people are opinionated in this industry just as he will be, is an extension of what he believes is the business? Because then we heard of the insults being flown to individuals who probably might not be directly connected to the opinions as shared by that particular journalist on is it OKFM? And so Peace FM indeed. Do I take it that he believes that the insults, the outburst, the whatever it is that he said in that particular one is part of and is an extension of the PR that you are looking for, and for which you don't consider controversy or controversial?
Okay. So I'm happy that in my first submission I mentioned that I see this as part of the culture. So once again, let's look at it this way. Kwesi Aboagye is a radio personality, someone with huge experience, and at every point in time, he would also know what strings he's pulling to get his show and himself being talked about. Now, we all know how things are done. I'm sure on this, your platform, you guys have done discussions where you disagreed on some things or you had different opinions, and we all know how you handled it, because to you wanted to handle it in a way that would be seen normal. And again, there are some people who would also see some things and they would want to handle it in a way that would seem abnormal. To me, I still see it as part of the culture, because he is a radio personality. He knows whatever he was doing. He understood the kind of impact that he was putting out with how he approached or tackled that particular issue. Because how he tackled that issue was not only about Shatta Wale. He made it cut across the organizers. He made it cut across the hosts of the show. He made it cut across almost everybody who was part of the show one way or the other. And if you come like that, definitely the artist who also understands the culture will give you a response in a similar fashion. So that is what I'm saying. everything that is happening, I see it as part of the culture because Kwesi Abuaji is an experienced personality. The next day and even the subsequent days, he did not end it. As it stands now, he's still talking. But Shatta Wale has said has responded in a live video just once. But every day that Kwesi Abuaji comes on radio, he's talking about it. The next day, he's talking about it. Now, the attention or his approach has even moved from Shatta Wale to the organizer, describing them as this, describing them as that. In fact, it's not my duty to even go ahead to mention how he's describing them. So, yes, it is not to mean that he is looking for an extension to do anything different. No, I see it as the culture and how the players would want it to go. Unfortunately, those who suffer are the consumers. Unfortunately, those who suffer are the consumers because they are going to be behind it, thinking, oh, why is this going this way? Why is this going that way? But before you know, the parties are enjoying it. Who doesn't want his show to be talked about in the media space?
What's the focus? The fact that the consumers must suffer and the two parties enjoy? Or the two parties must suffer and the consumers enjoy? Where's the focus rather? What should be the focus?
The focus should be the people and what they want to achieve as media people, especially so Kwesi Abuaji, what he wants to achieve. I'm sure he's gotten it.
Clout?
Say again?
Chasing clout?
I don't want to put it like that, but I know what he wanted to achieve as a personality, as a media personality, someone who understands the culture, someone who knows how trends are built, someone who knows how to run my show. He has gotten it. I'm not sure someone will sit somewhere or he himself will sit somewhere and say, oh, that was a failed program I did. No. He will not see it as a failed program he did. As radio people, as media people, there are some times when we are done with our programs, within us, we know today's show did not go the way. You know it. You know what I'm talking about. Sometimes you feel it. Actually, today's show did not go the way. And there are some days when we close the show.
Yeah, you got it.
So he, as a personality, and getting the response from Shatta Wale, I'm sure by now he's going like, yeah, I hit it right. But that's what I'm saying. It is the consumers who are going to suffer because they are now going to be very disturbed. Why is it happening like that? Because do you know how many people who are also complaining and calling us daily? Why do we have a problem with Kwesi Abuaji? They are even calling the organizers. Is there any problem with you guys and Kwesi Abuaji? Because they are worried because they see this to be an abnormal approach.
Do you realize that whatever it is that you're saying in terms of PR from Shatta, in terms of whatever the objective of that particular journalist is, do you realize that it has resulted in the blacklisting of Shatta Wale on some platforms on Despite? Do you realize it?
Blacklisting. Do you know when someone is blacklisted?
Well, I could read. I could
No.
I could read the voice.
If Despite platforms or if those who are talking about blacklisting really mean a blacklisting, then maybe I can also help them to give them more definitions of what they want to do, including one on their programs. They should also not mention the name Shatta Wale at all.
That's what they said they will do. Wait.
Okay, go ahead. If that is what they are saying they want to do, then they themselves have even failed in that approach because on the platform they are still discussing Shatta Wale.
Are you not worried that they claim there is a move to blacklist your artists on Despite Media, starting from OKFM?
Well, I know Ola works with Neat FM.
Oh, Neat. And I'm sorry.
I know Ola works with Neat. That's why I'm saying that if they really mean a blacklist, then they should really do it well. Because you don't say,
are you worried?
You don't say you are blacklisting me from playing my songs, but you come and you discuss me.
He was clear. He was clear in his mind. He will not discuss anything about Shatta Wale, and nothing that comes up would be of interest to him. He will not play or any of his songs. Indeed, he was clear in his mind. He said that.
Then we wish them well, if that is how they want. I'm sure it might even bring the peace that everybody's looking for, because if you are not going to dent my image with your program, if you are not going to destroy my brand with your program, and I'm going to mind my business and you can also mind your business, that is fine. We released a single. Look at the number of radio stations playing it. Few. In fact, the videos I posted were few. There are so many videos that I have not even posted or I cannot post. So if they want to do it that way, and that will bring the peace that we are looking for, pronto, hallelujah. Because when it happens like that, nobody would offend anybody. We will live in peace and we will all be calm in doing our thing. So yes, if that is how they want to do that, if that will bring the kind of happiness and the peace we are looking for, why not? So be it. We are fine. We are fine. And
let me dwell on your nature. Your nature is okay. So what I know you to be is one that easily could call for a truce. Where you say, you know what, all of these noise, let's come over it, come together, I can apologize, I can do so. Yet you are managing an artist that has said over time that he does not necessarily need the mainstream media, the industry, to blow him up. So there is a contrast. So the manager is one that understands that we need everybody on board. The artist has said over time, established that he does not need them. How do you balance these two?
At every point in time, the culture wins and the culture rules. The culture is such that the artist at every point in time, that's what interests him. And the culture is also that no matter what you do, there are some people that you'll be connecting with. And personally, I don't have problem with any other person. So if I want to do it this way, it is also in my duty to do it. The artist can also do it his way. And again, if at that particular contest, we should even work it out in a different way so everybody can understand it. Shatta Wale is not warring with every media personality. As it stands now, Shatta Wale does interviews on radio. Shatta Wale does interviews on radio. So if someone says he is sucking everything and he's sucking everybody, it is not even the fact. Of course, there are some people who have decided to become some, I don't know how to even describe them so nobody feels offended. They have just decided to become something in his way. And those people, at every point in time, I would even advise that he goes away from them. So if those people, you go away from them, that is fine. So at every point in time, you go to where you are welcome. You don't go to where someone is having issues with you. Like we keep hearing and we keep seeing in quotations, go to where you are valued. Go to where you are welcome. Go to where you are respected. So those who are not going to respect him, of course, he might not need them. But if you are going to give him respect, he will surely need them. There are some people that they would even be discussing with me, oh, Sammy, you want to have this with Shatta, you want to have this with Shatta. Before I would know, he's with them. There is a radio presenter in Takra, they called Feeling Daddy. I think he works with Empire Radio also. At every point in time, Shatta Wale is granted interviews to him.
Okay.
At every point in time, Shatta Wale is granted interviews to him. So as it stands now, like that's what I'm saying, that the culture overrules any other thing, or the culture supersedes any other thing we are doing. The artist knows what he's looking for, who he's comfortable with, and he's going to play that role. And same way, as a manager, as a media person, I also know what my rules are. I'm also going to play it. And it doesn't conflict in any other way. We are still getting the job done. He's getting the job done. I'm getting the job done. And that is what is most important.
Is there anything you're going to be working on taking away? One thing you want to take away from, so that you can streamline well as far as the brand is concerned? Anything you want to share with us?
There's nothing to be taken away. It is the business. I don't know what I should take away. Should I take away his talent? Should I take away his style? Should I take away what is writing abilities? There is nothing to be taken away. That's what I keep saying, that it is the business and how it is done. For all you know, if you even try to take away some things, then you are even going to hurt the brand even the more, because so many people have different ways of doing things. That is why even when it comes to the kind of drinks we take in, there are some bitters that when you take, if you are not careful, you even vomit, because it is really, really bitter. There are other ones that when you take, it is soft in its bitterness, you can do it. And there are other ones that are very, very sugary. You can take any of them and you'll still be fine. So there is the bitterness, there is the made bitterness, there is the sugary one. In all, when we go onto the party tables, we serve all and you take what you like. So same way, we're also going to be serving all to our people. It depends on you. Whatever you want to take, you take it and you are fine, because at every point in time, we have different audiences. We have different people that we are serving. You cannot throw away some people and say, I am going to serve only these people. I'm only going to serve these class of people. Do it in a way that will still maintain your kind of audience that you've been with them over the years, because there are so many musicians in this space, but anywhere Shatta Wale appears, it is different.
Okay.
I'm being honest to you. Everywhere Shatta Wale appears, it is different. The numbers, businesses are envious of his presence, that other artists are envious of, and his ways of doing his things. In fact, there are people who would even want to do it that way, but they might not even have the skill. So as it stands now, there's nothing to be taken away. What I am rather going to be heavy on is the work. And Koku, I can tell you, if there's one guy who is very disciplined at work, I'm yet to meet any other person apart from Shatta Wale. So when we came here, I know there are some people that outwardly, what they see is Shatta Wale with his girlfriend. What they see is Shatta Wale doing.
We saw that one as well. We saw it as
say
well.
Again?
We saw that one too as well. He showed
exactly.
It
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Those who are outside, that is what they are seeing. Shatta Wale with his girlfriend. Shatta Wale on TikTok Live. Shatta Wale. But do you know, anytime I go to his apartment, he has a new song.
Interesting.
Anytime I go to his apartment, he has a new song. In fact, the moment I enter, new one. He opens his laptop, back, he's playing. As it stands now, he even has some collaborations with some of one of our big name young musicians, with another artist in UK. And he did all these things here in London. So those who are, that's what I'm saying, in most of these things that happen, the consumers are the sufferers. Let me put it that way. They suffer because, unfortunately, to them, what comes out or what they see out, that is what they consume. But within, you don't know what is happening.
Okay.
Guy is working 2-4-7. As I'm talking to you, for you know, he has even been working throughout the night, and he might not even be up at the moment. You go to him and he has a new song. At every point in time, there is a new product that he is releasing to us. So if there is something that I am going to be heavy on, it's on the work. And so far, he has been very cooperative with the work, as everybody has seen with the release of Incoming, and the fact that there are videos, reels that he's doing. If you are not doing the work, you cannot keep it going like this.
I see. So I have some 2-3 personal questions to ask you quickly before we end this interview. First one is, I'm not sure this managerial role is in perpetuity, right? It will end some way, somehow, one day, right? Are you not worried you might be picking enemies from what he's doing to yourself? And it might live with you when you are done with work.
Koku, do you know where you are seated? You're also picking enemies. Because there is someone who thinks that your platform might be a pro-NDC platform.
Yeah, true.
Of course, you are also picking enemies. So in every profession, in every responsibility that you take in this world, no matter what, you get loved ones and you get enemies as well. At the moment, I cannot show to you that I've also gotten so many people loving me. Now, And I'm giving credit to all SM fans in what I'm about to say. Now, I can tell you, my social media platforms are on fire like crazy. I've seen it before. I've been in a high peak or in a hot pinnacle of my career as a media personality where my social media was really hot. But as I talk to you now, I can tell you my social media fire has quadrupled. And what am I owing this to? I'm owing this to the fact that I came to work with Shatta Wale. I'm owing this to the fact that I came to the SM family. So yes, people might not like what you are doing. People might also like what you are doing. It is part of every responsibility. I know that police officer who has been standing by the traffic lights where you drive from to work every morning. Mm-hmm. I'm sure sometimes when you get there, he stops you. You are so mad at him that, Charlie, can't you see I'm running late? That day you hate him. On some days, to when you get there and he makes the traffic flow and you drive smoothly to work, you also love him. Charlie, the guy is doing great work, because if he had not been here, I'm not sure we would even be moving. So yes, I don't even see that as a problem, because no matter what we do, even our own children, when they misbehave and spank them, at that moment they hate you.
Yeah.
You might be their father that on Friday, you go and pick them from school, you take them to KFC, buy them chicken and chips, and they are all happy and joyous. But when they misbehave and spank them, daddy, at that moment they hate you. So to me, there is not even something that should be a bother to any other person who is in this space, because you wouldn't get anybody like you. In fact, that's why I used you as an example where you are seated. Don't think it is everybody who is liking you. There are some people who also would want you to be at another platform where you speak the language that they want to hear. Because to them, they might think where you are, the kind of language you are speaking, they don't like it.
No.
You are on their necks, you are pressing their necks, you're on their case, and they also hate you. Maybe when you move from there to another place, they might still continue to hate you. So it is like that. We just have to take it as one of those hazards of the profession. And in fact, we know who we are. Personally, I know who I am. If you want to have a conversation with me and you come clean, I'll come clean. If you want to have a conversation with me and you want to go the other way, I can also meet you the other way. I know how to be corporate. I know how to be street. Same way. So yeah, this should be a normal professional hazard that we should all welcome. We will be fine. We will be fine.
The other question has to do with, in the past, we've had people who have worked indeed with the brand Shatta Wale complain about not signing contracts, not having to do due diligence. It was just on Christo Asafo missions where it's like Fama Nyami and all of that. Are we sure we might not be hearing things about what the due diligence has been? Oh, it's just a friend I was helping and all of that. Are you able to share with us in what terms you were working with him, or this is confidential?
Oh, you know that obviously, you know that is not a public discussion. The only thing I can say is that as two adults, as people who have been around and they know what they are looking for, everybody has subscribed to what they are looking for in this particular partnership or relationship. Personally, I've subscribed to what I'm looking for from him, and he has also subscribed to what he's looking for from me. And I'm sure everybody is satisfied at the moment until, like you said, this is not in perpetuity, until it is time for that time. But as much as it is not time, we all do it. He's happy. I'm happy. If you call me on the phone for about 30 minutes and my line is busy, then it means I'm talking to Shatta Wale. If you call me for 1 hour and my line is busy, it means I'm talking to Shatta Wale. So yes, it is based on what we are both looking for, and I still want to use this opportunity to dispel those rumors or those impression that Shatta Wale is fighting with everybody that he's worked with. It is not true. There are so many people that Shatta Wale worked with that they are no more with him, that maybe even if I mention their names, you will not know them. So many people. Shatta Wale has worked with a couple of, in fact, Off head now, I have 3 names in mind. Let me just spare mentioning their names, not necessary. Off head, I have 3 names in mind. That's what I really worked with. That today they are no more working with him, and you don't even know them because mutually and respectfully, maybe they parted ways. Nobody came to Facebook to write this and that about him. Nobody sat on radio or on TV to write this about him. And that is how they both respectfully departed in whatever they were doing. But if you want to do the other way around, that's why I keep saying that in this culture, Koku, everything is possible. In this our culture, this our showbiz, entertainment, and music culture, everything is possible. Sometimes it's about how you come. If you come hard, you are sure going to get a hard response. If you come soft, you are still going to get a soft response. And that is what I can tell you. So if tomorrow Sammy Flex is moving on to another duty and Sammy Flex handshakes Shatta, Sammy Flex hugs Shatta, and I move on, what is going to be this and that? There's nothing going to be like, in fact, in the next moment, he can even say that, oh, Sammy, based on your experience, based on your understanding, based on how you've been able to carry what I'm doing, I'm opening a new business or a new company. I want to move on and leave this one to another person to handle and go and move on to that. Shatta is a businessman. At every point in time, he's thinking about the next business. If I talk to him and I listen to his aspirations and the things he wants to do, sometimes they even blow my mind. So if the next day says, Sammy, you've achieved a lot here. You are too experienced, you are too corporate, I like how you do your things. Go and head this one and I'm moving on. Well, it's going to be this here and this there. Okay. Sometimes in blaming Shatta, I wish that we also do due diligence to ask what was the cause before the reaction.
Okay.
And that is what so many people don't do to Brand Shatta. They have been unfair to him in always judging him the bad one. But we don't ask, okay, so what caused it before the reaction?
Okay.
If we can do that, I'm sure it will help a great deal. Okay. Because oftentimes there have been serious causes of what he reacts to. He just doesn't. I've not seen a Shatta waking up one day and attacking Koku because Koku is on radio talking his socio-political programs. No, we have not seen it before. At every point in time, anytime you see Shatta react to an issue, then it means there was a cause. And if you are all going to be very open, if you are all going to be very reasonable, you pay attention to the cause and you realize that, this was not fair.
Okay.
This was not to be done.
I see.
But it is Shatta to you overlook and
I see. Before we do
our judgment head.
Right. Before we do the last 2 questions, the understanding is that the trajectory now is Afrobeats, dancehall resting for a while. That Mali album was for dancehall, dedicated to the dancehall industry, and of course lovers of dancehall. This time, the new path is towards Afrobeats, where you're going to be seeing a lot of Afrobeats come from the camp of Shatta Wale, starting from this one, Techno, and of course the names are there. He's not being able to mention any name for us now, but I don't know whether he will want to tell us which one, who we should be expecting next, but I don't know.
More favorites, more big names.
More big
you guys should expect some more. Like I'm saying,
right.
Some of them as I even speak with you, they might not even be on, but maybe in the coming weeks or days, they would also come on, like it happened with Techno, because the song was done. The song was done, and he came in midway. So there are some names that you guys should expect. Then these are all favorite names. And Shatta is still working. The guy works like his head no day. Someone says he should be called the machine.
I know,
because he watched his performance at the Ghana Music Awards UK, and he was marveled. The kind of energy, the skill, and everything he exhibited. So yes, more big names coming, more favorites coming. So you guys should just watch out. At least we love the acceptance of the incoming, which is a single of the Connect album. We love the fact that everybody says it is a good piece, and that is what we want to build on moving forward.
From my investigations, I want you to tell him and the team that we know that he has played a show in Ghana where he's charged $100,000. Indeed, not only charged, he was paid $100,000 here in this country. We know from our investigations here on Class FM shows. And so it's difficult to want to play within the payment issue. Again, I don't want this to, let's move away from the PR thing. $100,000 here in Ghana and $80,000 in the UK. Not possible.
You mean 80,000 pounds?
Pounds, forgive me. 80,000 pounds in the UK. Not possible is where we are trying to wrap our minds. Must it be something that must be said? Because he has said it in terms of, I charge this, I'm paid this. If somebody says you were not paid, the question for me simply, was he really paid the $80,000? Pounds, forgive me.
Everything Shatta says is what he takes. So I'm not sure we even have to debate this. Since you also know that he's taken $100,000 before.
Yes, we know.
I'm sure even if we are to play the equivalent game, $100,000 to 80,000 pounds, we are sure going to be in the same bracket. So this should not be surprising. And there are even occasions that he's taking more than what is being mentioned. I have been negotiating on his behalf all this while, and I can tell you that we have been having bigger conversations. As I talk to you, if I tell you what is on my table or what is on our table for us to sign, the figures in there, maybe to blow your mind, like you'll be asking yourself, really? It's a musician talking this kind of figures? So yeah, it is what it is. This should not be surprising because he has been in that business long, even before I joined him. So this is not surprising at all.
Interesting. The 23rd, 25th or so concert is off the table. Yes or no?
At the moment, we made our position clear to the Accra Sports Stadium managers that if the other show is going to be situated at the same date that we were discussing earlier, then it is going to inconvenience us. So it will not be good for us to do our show. So to us, we've made it clear to them that if they're still going to be situated there, then it means this is not going to be our time for the show. So until we hear something different, what I suggested to the team is what still stands. It will not be good for us. It will not help us. So we will hold on with the show this year at the Accra Sports Stadium until maybe we come with a different date or a different venue. But I'm sure early days yet, if you ask me, who knows, maybe they'll come and say they have thought about it, they've realized their wrongs, and they've realized that the decision they made was not the best for both events. So we can go back to the drawing table again and look at it again. Then we can rescind that decision. But if it remains, then we still don't have any qualms with anybody. We just move on peacefully for any other activity to roll.
This one says, so when you hear things like Sam should tell his boss to learn to respect himself and know that he's a Ghanaian and the young ones are looking up to him and he should use his brand to teach the young ones not to be insulting anyhow. When you hear this, you didn't add your name, whoever it is, you didn't add your name. When you hear something like this, does it worry you? Do you have to extend it to him?
Shatta is very respectful, and I don't know why people have still not seen it.
Okay.
Shatta is very, very respectful. If there are some musicians in Ghana who shows a lot of respect to people, nobody can take Shatta out. Shatta on an ordinary day, no matter how dressed he is, when he meets someone of higher authority, can even go on his knees. We've seen it before. Like we've seen it several times. He can go on his knees. He can even lie down like the Nigerians do to show respect to that person, to show the person that indeed he is of a higher authority. And that is what many people have not paid attention to. They only pay attention to how he reacts to those who also come offending him. Shatta at the moment, like I said earlier, only reacts to the cause at him. And I always say that if you want to ask why Shatta reacted this way, go back and look at the cause. what caused the reaction,
Okay.
who did what before he did whatever he did. So the person who sent the message lets him know that Shatta Wale really respects. Shatta Wale at every point, even when he meets children, the way sometimes he acts around children, personally, I get surprised because he has even been saying it that sometimes people see the way he acts online, they even feel like even when he's making love, he will still be doing but he's not like that.
Okay.
He's very calm. He's very quiet on an ordinary day when nobody has offended him or touched his tail.
Okay.
He's that calm guy. He's that jovial guy. You cannot be with Shatta Wale for 5 minutes and not laugh like 2 times hard. Like at every point in time, he's doing something or saying something that will make you laugh. So Shatta is very respectful. Let's clear that perception about him. I beg you guys.
We're grateful. We cannot wait to see the exploits. We cannot also wait to have you guys back. Of course, we want you to go on and on and on. But no matter how it is, we wish you all the best. We're here for you. We'll keep supporting the brand, Shatta Wale, and we're grateful that you can join us as always. Thank you. Congratulations once again to you as well and the entire team. Stay safe out there. We cannot wait to have greater songs from you and your team.
Let me also see this opportunity to say thank you to all media houses. I remember I made a post on my Facebook timeline where I said that to all my radio friends, my artist is about to release a song. And as part of the premiere, I would want them to play and be sending me videos. In fact, I was overwhelmed. I woke up and videos left, right, and center. That, like I said earlier, I've not been able to post even half of the videos because, sometimes it might even be boring to some people as well. So you just select some 1 or 2 and you throw them out there. And it has been really overwhelming. I was so surprised. That was when I knew that, these people want me to succeed. These people have accepted me in my new role and I cannot turn my backs on them. I'm sure it is the reason I had to still wake up in the cold and talk to you guys because I know you guys have been playing it. Your drive time host, what's his name again?
Yao.
Yeah, did a fantastic job with that premiere. And Charlie, what else can you say? I know Shatta Wale is loved. I know Shatta Wale is really liked by the people. Obviously, the culture will make him look some way, but the culture is what it is.
Right.
Let's listen to his songs in trying to kill whatever. We shouldn't kill the music that he's bringing. I'm sure that should be the ultimate and challenge.
Absolutely.
See you. I'm coming. But I'm coming soon. It will not be that long. I miss my CTV squad. You know.
I know.
So, beyond.
Please come
beyond my duties here, I also miss my CTV squad, Robert, Facebook, Jatta, and my pandits. And I know so many people also miss me on the platform. And tell Katie that I'm back to do the job that he gave to me to do. So
he's been telling me to tell you to do. So now that you have said it, I'm grateful. Thank you very much. Before I get a sack letter, we're grateful. Please take care of yourself as well. And that's Mr. Sammy Flex is the manager of Shatta Wale and the Shatta Wale brand. As a musician, the